um, a lot of people voice. Well, this is it. So we have a new show this morning for you. It's called On the Spot, and I don't have the correct procedure. See, I can't do this very much longer. Hey, good morning, everybody. This is actually this is good morning. This is On the Spot. Yeah, this is a new show here, and we're just shifting gears here in the morning. So hey, good morning, everybody, to you and to all. Welcome to 2021. I'm your host, the Spaniard. With me is the preacher. Good morning, preacher.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing fantastic. Coffee in me. That's like start. I guess that's a start. We're gonna start right there from that. So yeah. How about you, man? What you been up to? You look refreshed, or is that my imagination?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I had a long night of work last night, but an exciting night of work last night. I'm a soccer referee, so I had a couple of good games that I was reffing. And then this morning got up and went, oh yeah, okay, it's that time. Okay, time to get up. So, but
Well, you're not. Are you not a morning? Are you not a morning person?
I am a morning person. It just takes me like a half hour. Once I'm out of that half hour, I'm good to go. So,
okay. All right.
I'm past that half hour right now. I just need something to drink. I finally got my drink, so yeah, I'm happy.
Are you like one of those like organic stuff like kombucha, whatever the fuck people drink these days? Are you one of those kind, or you just drink water, straight up water?
Water, or actually, I have this right now. So I will flash brand. So, but I have this right now. This is a low calorie, sort of like an energy drink. It's but it's similar to Gatorade, but doesn't have the sugar or any of the like sweet stuff, and it's not as expensive. But yeah, no, I'm trying to get a little bit more healthy, trying to be a little bit more conscious of what I put into my body. And so,
yeah,
you know,
good for you, my man. Yeah,
staying away from trying to stay away from the pop, trying to stay away from the very sugary, calorie heavy drinks. So trying an alternative for the next month or so. And we'll see how this works out. If I like it, I may continue.
Good for you.
If I don't, then screw those guys. So
yeah.
But,
how about colonics? Are you into the colonics thing? Is that part of your regimen?
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Not quite. I have not done. I know another big thing is like juice cleanses and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those juices.
I'm not big into the juice cleanses. I'm fine with the juice. I need more than juice in the body. It just no, because after.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
After
the body is meant. Yeah.
Oh man. I'm not a big fan of like 30 hours nothing but juice, because then it hurts. It hurts, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did that I went through a spell where I did juicing for a little bit, and yeah, like the first week, man, it was like I had the runs like for every day. I'm like, man, this is fun. This is supposed to be good. And then finally, it became normal, but I was hungry all the time, man, because I'm an active dude. I got to keep moving, and I needed more than just juice. So I kind of gave that up. My skin was great though, because I remember at the on my upper shoulder, getting my work done, getting it finished off, and the tattoo artist kept saying, "Man, your skin is like really tight, man. Your skin looks really good." So I don't know if he was just kissing my ass so that I could get more artwork. It probably was. That probably was the fucking deal, because I did come back and get more artwork done, but. Yeah, but I remember that though, because my skin was like, whoosh, it was like skin tight, man. It was like even like women were coming up to me and like oogling my skin. It was great. I felt like a piece of meat.
Mary Beth was getting a little touchy feely.
Oh, kind of, yeah, man. She was all for it as well, man. She was pimping me out. Like, let's bottle this shit if we can. So yeah.
The Spaniard. Eau de Spaniard.
Yeah. So what I'm encouraging people here, if you guys haven't noticed, I know Ogre had made a comment yesterday in our inter message board that he thought we were folding and collapsing, and no, we're just changing directions, changing format a little bit. So,
Yeah.
so this show on the spot, and here's the story behind my show. Go right ahead. That's what I got out there. Ask us anything. All right. This is just going to be a morning show, just about anything for anything. But eventually, on the spot is I hope to eventually go out into the world and do some on the spot broadcasting wherever I'm at, remote broadcasting to check in. To let people know what's going on. I'll be probably jumping on my trusty steed, which is my motorcycle, and heading out to different places and, checking in from there. However, on the opposite side of this idea is I want you, the followers, our listeners, to jump on the spot as well. If you're traveling someplace and you want to share, where you're at, I'll send you the link so that you could be a special guest star for that moment. So spread the word, man. I want to try to make this an event so that down the road we would be able to throw I'm working on a project to throw like a summer festival or some type of get together where we'll have live music and, wine tasting and just to kind of relax, have some entertainers and just, take a chill here. Hopefully in the summer, things will get a little bit better in terms of the, pandemic restrictions and whatnot. So that's what I'm working on. And so if you would like to participate in something like that, if you're an interpretive dancer, fire breather, sword swap, I'm going to turn into like the Addams Family. Like that's where I'm going, man. That's the direction I'm going. I'm becoming very artistic, preacher. I don't know what happened. It's like I've regrounded with Mother Earth, and I don't know what the hell trophy wife put in this coffee, but yeah, that's the plan, my friend. That is the plan.
Going up the deep end. You're going up the deep end.
So
no, it's
I'm going off, man. I'm going off.
Oh man, no, it's yeah. No, I am going to enjoy this. So I'd love to hear where people are from, what they're doing, what life is like. It's a way for us to connect and interact. So because to be honest, I mean,
fucking A.
We we've had all these calls for unity and this and that, but how do we know each other? How do we know who you are, who we are?
You don't know me.
You don't know. You don't know me. You don't know me. Anyway,
crazy man. Crazies. I don't know crazies.
But it's a way for us to get to know our audience a little bit better. It's a way for you to get to know us a little bit better, and it's a way for us to interact and see what this wide country is like. Even though we're stuck at home for a little bit right now, but
say
hopefully
wide,
see
country,
wide country from sea to shining sea.
Oh, from sea to shining. Prophetic you are this morning.
See,
we dig it.
Yes.
Oh man. So just one tidbit of information. I saw today that, man, there's a lot of carjackings going on in Chicago. Right. And so you see, I get up really early in the morning and I have this process. And so, I got the TV on in the background playing and I heard this. I'm like, man, another carjacking. And I just got to daydreaming. I'm thinking, I think the mafia is back. I think the mafia is back in Chicago in a different way. Okay. Now, before you turn me off, right, just hear me out, man.
I'm listening.
Hear me out. Now, all these carjackings are happening in the city of Chicago, and it is like an organized thing. I mean, it's like tactical. There's always two cars, there's two guys or three guys, and they're quick, right? They zoom in. My cab or the cabbies are striking back because all these Lyft and Uber and who else, these ride shares are kind of taking over the whole taxi. I mean, taxis are obsolete now, so I'm thinking this is a ploy. This is a new tactic from the cabbies of the Chicago, because Chicago cabbies have been around since the dawn of the car, right? So, and then all of a sudden they kind of fizzled out. So that's what I kind of think is happening here, that it might be some kind of, not a conspiracy theory, but it kind of seems mafia, the way something the mob would do back in the 70s, like in the New York era.
So
I don't know, or am I far off subject?
Yeah. So you're telling me that the South Side criminal syndicate here is in league with Big Cab, and so they're trying to get Big Cab back into it And when
Yes.
Big Cab gets back into it, that's when they're going to do the payoffs for,
Yes.
the South Side Syndicate here. Okay.
South side. Yeah. We're going to start from the south side and work our way. They're going to work our way back to the
Work our way back up. Yeah.
north
Pretty soon,
side.
O'Hare is going to be
Yeah.
nothing but
Because
cabs
I
and
look at the map.
Lyft and Uber and stuff.
Yes. Because I remember when I used to travel back in the day and I would walk out and there was just be a sea of yellow or a sea, or just sea of different
Oh,
colored
yeah.
cars that
Yeah.
were, cabs.
Mhm.
And I used to enjoy that. I used to enjoy talking to cabs because they had some cool stories to tell,
Oh, yeah.
But then Uber and all these other people came around and, kind of the same concept, but
Mhm.
it was, it wasn't the cabbies. So I'm thinking this whole carjacking thing, there might be some type of like organized crime element, I don't know. I don't know, but it's just a theory. What do you guys think? I don't know. Is that too far fetched? But that's that's what popped in my melon this morning.
Well,
And,
if I can offer a take on this, if I could just
sure,
offer a take on this. So
take it away, Mike.
right now, what we're seeing is a lot of people that need vehicles, right? A
Sure.
lot of people need vehicles. So these criminals are going out and getting these vehicles.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, why did they need the vehicles in the first place? Well, when you think about criminals and people that, do crime, or, they tend to live in impoverished areas, and those impoverished areas need used cars,
Mhm.
right? So,
Sure.
but the used car market is terrible right now, right?
Oh, tell
I
me
mean,
about it, man.
have you seen how expensive used cars are?
Here's my bitch about that.
That just
Trophy Wife has finally given us the green light to look at
Mhm.
Jeeps, right? I've had a Jeep, when I was in the Marines, when I was a young adult. I mean, Jeeps
Mhm.
were very, man, they could take a beating.
They're
So
rugged. Yeah.
yeah, they're rugged. I'm gonna spend $20,000 on a Jeep that has over 150,000 miles. I don't give a shit. Yes, I get it. Jeep's a great fucking
Right.
car, but I'm not gonna pay you. It's just a fucking box with 4 wheels on it, man. And
Yeah.
I don't need all that
Yeah.
shit. I just need a steering wheel, 2 seats minimum, and 4 wheels that work. I don't need all that
Right.
shit. What can
Right.
I get for $4,000? That's what I want to
Yeah.
see again. Those used car
Mhm.
dealerships, because a Jeep should not cost that much, preacher. I mean,
No.
you've been in a
No.
Jeep. It's
Yeah.
nothing
Half the time it doesn't even have doors on it.
to it. It's like just exactly. Exactly. I don't need all that shit. That's what I said. I don't need your tinted windows. I don't need your GPS. I mean, that's another thing. You're driving a Jeep. You don't need GPS, man. If you get
You're
lost,
not gonna know
you
where
get
you
a
are half the
compass
time
out.
anyway.
Yeah, man. For fuck's sake, man. See, I'm going off on a
Get
tangent
get your
here, but
get your topographical map and your compass. So let's do some tracking again. Come on.
I'm
Let's do
telling
this
you,
thing. Let's
man.
do
Oh,
orienteering. Go back to basic.
seriousness. Seriously,
No,
man.
but so let me finish this one real quick.
Sure.
So, because I have one for you.
Okay.
I have a aha moment at the end.
Nice. I love it.
So you have people that need cars, but they can only afford used cars, and
Yeah.
the old
Yes.
the old and the used car market is so bad. Why? Why is the used car market
Mm.
so bad? For two reasons. One, all the cars down in Texas
Yeah.
and in New York that got flooded out. And when
Oh.
all those cars got flooded out, those are all salvage cars. You can't sell those with a clean bill anymore. So now you got to replace
Mm.
those vehicles. You can only replace those vehicles with cars from up here. The other reason is when all the green bullshit came through in the Obama administration and there was a
Mhm.
cash for clunkers, if you remember that, you traded in your old car, you got bonus for it.
Yeah.
So frankly, it just comes down to thanks, Obama. So thanks for screwing us out of our cars and making people steal more
Oh,
cars. Ass.
yeah. See, I thought it was like going back to the whole lot, like they're stealing all these cars for chop shop shit. I mean, are we still doing that? I thought that was so 90s.
Chop
So maybe
shop.
not.
There are only a few places. There are only a few places that actually I know of that have cars worthy enough for a chop shop.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the crap that people have around here ain't worth the chop saw to chop it up with.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
it's
know.
I need a 2006 the Camry exhaust. Can you go find one for me?
Mm. Yeah,
I mean,
I used to like going to those dumps and just going up and down the long, tall shelves of cars that were just, piled high. To me,
oh
that was
yeah.
entertaining. Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
now you're bringing me back to like AAA auto, literally in the
yes.
middle of Bufu nowhere, and it's a sea
Hmm.
of vehicles around. You're like, what
That
in
is
the
cool.
world is going on? It's like a you pull place, so you're showing up with tools and crap, and you're like, hey, I found the car. It's about a half mile
Yeah.
that way. So you got to lug all your shit all the way out there, or worse yet, they open up the gates and you like start to drive in. You realize all the crap that's on the ground that's just gonna puncture through your titires. And you're like, I ain't taking my
Yeah.
car
Yeah.
in
How
here.
many tires did you
I'll
lose?
lug my tools. I'm fine with lugging my tools, but because if I come
Hmm.
in here with my car, I ain't coming out with four wheels, and I'll
Well,
probably blow
see,
through the spares. I'm leaving.
I'm gonna just unleash my inner nerd here, but whenever I would go with my dad or my grandfather or uncles to this is right around the time of Star Wars. I would pretend I was, in some far vast land looking for parts for my Millennium Falcon or for my speed racer, not speed racer, my pod racer or something, and it
There you
was
go.
like I would whisk myself away without any drugs, man. That was the crazy part. I had such an imagination as a child. Man, it was so those were fun. So now when I drive past those big you pull it type dumps, it
Hmm.
just whisks me away to that moment when I was in a faraway zone or faraway planet long, long ago.
I mean, that's why I encourage reading so much because you need that brain stimulation to get that imagination going. Because I mean, I've missed
Mhm,
that.
yeah,
There's so many people. I'm like, hey, have you seen
yeah.
you seen this new movie? You seen this new game? I'm like, dude, have you seen the new book? The story here is awesome. I don't have any patience for that. I'm like, you got patience for a 4-hour movie. You don't have patience to sit down for 2 hours and read a book. Give me that.
Or
So
better yet, patience to sit through an 8-hour game. I mean,
yes,
man,
video
or
games. Yes.
longer, or longer. I've seen people
Oh
go
man.
longer than that, which I give myself a limit. I say an hour, hour and a half tops. I'm done. I just check this out, preacher. I got a PlayStation 4 for Christmas,
Oh,
and
mhm.
me and my boy have started playing games. He's more of God of War. I just got the
Uh,
Hitman package. So back in the day when Hitman first came out, Agent 47,
mhm.
I was
Yeah.
I was Agent 47, and so now I'm back. I'm back there again. I'm in training right now, so I'm back in my
Mhm.
assassin training. Boy,
Mhm.
am I rusty, preacher. Holy shit. You would think that I never picked up a fucking controller before. Like, woo, what is this? It was like I couldn't figure it out, man. It took me like 20 minutes just to figure out how to turn the game on.
Oh man.
That's how
Oof.
so far behind I am.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
So yeah.
No, when I stream between like 2.5 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. So I'm playing the same game for that usually. Um,
Yeah.
but actually,
Yeah, it's reasonable.
the one that I'm playing right now is called Ultimate General Civil War. So you act as a Civil War general and you like
No.
play historical battles and you have like all the brigades and everything and you try and tactically maneuver them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's interesting for a history nerd like myself, especially one who's interested in the Civil War because it allows me to and the units and the maps themselves are actual historical like representations of the actual battlefield.
Yeah.
So when you read in a history book at Antietam, Burnside's Bridge,
Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
all of the topography is exactly like it was back then.
Mm.
So, Battle of Chickamauga, out in Tennessee, and they talk about hills or they talk about mountains, and those hills and
Yeah.
those mountains are actually represented in the game. So it's interesting to see sort of what the
That
challenges
is.
were and what the ideas were that they had to come up with. But you have this like God's eye view, and then you think
Mhm.
about it and go, they were on a horse in a
Yeah.
forest 150 years ago, and they had to
Mhm.
coordinate all this
Yeah.
with runners. There's no radio.
Yeah. That's impressive stuff, man. That's like I said, nowadays, I know I could do shit now. When I said I hear, around the house and I'm like, oh, come on, man. I could do this. If they could do this 100 years ago or plus 150 years ago without this, without the technology we have today, I think I could pull this off. And yeah. Oh, speaking of pull it off, I had posted this as a part of our title. This is the question of the week here for the weekend is, well, how do you watch porn, preacher? How do you watch porn?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, the question is posed there.
Sorry.
No, I got you. I got you. Do you watch it on your phone, on, like a TV? So the question I'm having is, would you consider, because this is what I've been doing here, because I've gotten bored. It's a little too cold for my, I want to build a couple tree houses, but it's a little too cold right now. So what I'm doing
Yeah.
to kill the time, it's still dark out in the morning. So what do I do? Well, instead of working on this project here, I'm looking at porn. But here's what I've done. I've taken the actual porn and taken the audio of it and blanking out the video and putting it to the video of a movie. So for example, this last time I had Lost Ark up, with Harrison Ford, the original version. But I had the audio of the porn playing in the background. And, remember back in the day when they said, if you link up Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon to Wizard of Oz, it links up.
Yes,
So that's my new project. So I'm trying to see, yes, I'm trying to see which movies, both the adult film, the adult film side and the regular, mass media, Hollywood, and see what I could find to make the porn audio mix with, award-winning, Oscar-winning movies. So that's what I'm working on.
So essentially what you're telling me is you're trying to find the dark side of the poon. Is that what's going on?
Yes. Holy shit. That was brilliant, preacher. That's what I'm going to do. The dark side of the poon. That's going to be the project. Operation Dark Side of the Poon. So I gotta put that up there. So if anybody can help me out with this project, we'll get you on here on the show, on the morning show, on the spot, and we'll have to figure out how to. Yeah, we would be able to show the video, but have the audio. As long as it doesn't get too vulgar and Facebook and YouTube's won't shut us down. I think we could pull that off. So I know there's a lot of creative people out there. So the call is going out. I need your help. Reach out to me. Let me know. Operation. Wait, I forgot. See, brain fart again. What was the
Dark
operation?
Side of the Poon.
Dark Side of the Poon. There you.
Yeah, you forgot that on purpose just to make me say it again.
All right, for the week. Yes, exactly right. All right. So what do you got going on this weekend, my man? Anything special?
Got a couple of house projects I need to work on. I got a repair that I got to make in the bathroom. So yeah, found out there's a little area that has got some water damage, so I'm taking care of the water damage this weekend. Trying to think if there's anything else major going on. It's getting too freaking cold, man.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like December was okay, early January was fine, but like now, I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm going 20, 31, 34, 33 and snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well, it is January. It is
January.
We're in the middle of winter, so
yeah,
it'd be a long winter. Actually, no, it's not.
So but here's the thing: I'm okay with 20s and 30s. I can deal with 20s and 30s.
Yeah, me too.
It's that the one thing I'm worried about is we've been having such a nice winter so far that like it's usually that second week of February.
Yeah,
absolutely sucks.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be that second, third week of August was really, really hot. And the second, third week of February is just really, really cold. So I'm wondering what's going to happen with that. But inside projects for now. Projects. For now.
Yeah, same here. Doing a lot of inside projects. Well, I do have a chicken that got pulled aside that is dedicated for a sacrifice for warmer weather. So if need be, let me know. I've been researching some Mesozoic.
Not a rabbit?
Yeah, not a rabbit. Yeah, because I like this. I like to eat rabbit. In fact, yeah,
Okay.
mating season here is in a few days.
Okay.
We're gonna try to reproduce some more rabbits. But yeah, I got a chicken here ready to sacrifice for warmer weather, and because I think we need it. We need to get back out again.
Okay.
I know I do. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So anywho, yeah, that's all we got.
I was gonna ask with the mating season coming up, you getting Bunny Barry White to start singing out there and
Even better, I take my guitar and I just play a different Spanish, the Andalusian cadence. They love it. They love the Andalusian cadence, and it's just a beautiful concerto of just pure love making music that inspires not only the animal kingdom but the human kingdom as well. So yes,
excellent.
I am working on an album called Cuchinadas for Animals. Yes. So if you have an animal that you want to mate and you need the right music, look me up. I have the right soundtrack for your animals to mate. Okay. Again, it's called Cuchinadas for Animals. Look it up. Operators are standing by. Cuchinadas for Animals. Anyway,
But that's not all.
yeah, and that's not all. Yeah, we're gonna have some special limericks from Preacher. Yeah,
Oh man,
raunchy
no
limericks,
way.
that is. Yeah. Oh man. Ooh, speaking of raunchy limericks, I think I got to get out there and feed the animals. And no, folks, that's not a sex code. Hey, if you want more entertainment, you can catch myself and the rest of the WJOB Veterans Views crew on WJOB here at 9:05. I'll be on Veterans Views there on 12:30 a.m., 104.7 FM, and on their Facebook page. And tonight, the crew gets back together again. The comedy crew gets back a new really nothing really new. It's just, the guys get back together and we're going to talk shit tonight. That's at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here.
Boys
Both
are back in town.
actually, yeah, the boys are back in town. So actually both on both formats, the face page and keep it tight. This is the Spaniard and Preacher out.